I hate being around a bunch of spoiled brats.
These kids are different.
Oh, really?
Yeah, really. All these kids have cancer.
It's okay to cry. You got a kid in there, huh?
No, I've got a kid in there. No, you wouldn't understand.
Oh, I wouldn't, huh? What do you think I'm doing? Entering a Telly Savalas look-alike contest?
What's our next assignment, anyhow?
Camp Good Times.
What do you mean a kids' camp?
That's right.
Oh, Shauna, come on, give me a break, will you? I just told you how I feel. Now you tell me I gotta go to some camp, spend time with a bunch of noisy, unappreciative, spoiled brats.
So how do you know they're spoiled?
Because I know, they're all spoiled. You think I went to camp when I was a kid? No, sir, Bob. I worked on my grandpa's farm. I mean, I had it tough. Not like these kids today. They don't know what tough is.
I think these kids do.
Oh, really?
Yeah, really. All these kids have cancer.
From the looks of these references, you fellas should do just fine. The way these recommendations read, you two sound like angels.
Well, it's half right.
In this pre-camp period, your jobs are going to be centered around reaching those kids we really think could benefit from the camp experience. Talk to them. Tell them about the camp. See if you can't sign them up.
How'd you get started in this? What, are you a social worker? Or...
My son has cancer. This is where they do the radiation therapy. It doesn't hurt or anything. And the kids don't feel it unless they have a brain tumor. And then they get side effects, nausea, stuff like that. Those pen marks on the side of his face, that shows where to localize the radiation.
Just a baby.
Yeah. They're all babies, especially when they're yours. These are the laminar flow units. They're for kids who have just had bone marrow transplants, or leukemia kids who are at a high risk of infection. Any kind of little infection can be deadly for these kids, so they keep them in here. There's a constant flow of air coming from the room, so bacteria on the outside can't go in. But at least they can keep the door open so they don't feel totally shut in.
How long do they have to spend in here?
3-4 months for most. It can be 9 months to a year for a few.
The mother can't kiss them or anything.
No, they can't even touch them except with gloves on. There's a little boy down here named Curtis. He's going to be getting out in a couple of days. I'd love to be able to get him to camp. His mother needs him to go to camp as much as he does, maybe more.
What do you mean?
For the past year now, she's been in the hospital with him. She's in here 16 hours a day.
Can't really blame her, can you?
I'd be the last person to blame anyone. When my son first went back to school, I used to go there 3 times a day, just to be sure he was still alive. I used to take him into the shower with me because I was scared to leave him for a few minutes when he first got home from the hospital. I know what she's going through, and if you guys could get him to camp, that'd be a minor miracle. Okay. Let's see what happens. Whoa! Hi, Betty. Cindy, I'd like you to meet 2 new counselors, Mark Gordon and Jonathan Smith. This is the sweetest nurse on the floor, Cindy Myerson. Cindy, would you take Jonathan and Mark upstairs, show them the playroom, answer any questions they might have?
Sure, I was just going that way myself.
Good, thanks. See you guys later.
On the clinic days, when the parents bring the kids in for tests, the kids go through their procedures, and then it can be 3 or 4 hours before they get the results. This is kind of a nice place where they can wait and play with the kids. Betty will tell you, when you've got a kid with cancer, even if they're in remission, you live from one blood test to the next.
Cindy?
Yeah?
What's the kid doing with the needle in the doll?
She's administering a spinal tap. It's kind of play therapy. Our kids don't play with dolls in quite the same way as other kids.
The spinal tap once, I still remember it.
Yeah, she has one every month.
These kids, they know how serious the sickness is?
You mean, do they know about death?
Yeah, I guess that's what I mean.
Yes, I think they do. I don't think they're afraid of it, though. Especially the little ones. They're afraid of their illness, the pain and everything. But I don't think they're afraid of death.
How can that be?
I held 2 kids in my arms while they died. You know what their last words were? Take care of Mommy and Daddy. Take care of my brother and sister.
Wait for you outside.
Cindy, I'll be right back. Hey, you okay?
Look, I don't think I can handle this one, you know. I think maybe this is one assignment. Maybe I should just sit out.
Well, why?
Why? Look around you. Look at these kids. I can't handle it, okay? I'll meet you in the TV room.
Last but not least, the play yard.
It's nice.
So that's the whole 50-cent tour.
And I appreciate it. I think I see one of my first customers right over there.
Oh, Jason. You won't have to sell him on camp. Look, I have a lot of office work to do. Jonathan, I'm really glad to have you with him.
Thank you.
I'll see you later.
All right.
Bye.
How you doing?
Hi.
You're Jason, right?
Yeah.
My name's Jonathan. Nurse named Cindy told me you really like camp.
You bet.
Well, look, my job's to go around and talk to the kids about going to camp, and I've never been there. I thought you might be able to help me, give me some ideas about the stuff you liked about it.
Well, there's stuff I like about camp, 'cause it's not there. There's stuff I like about camp, 'cause it is there.
Well, tell me some of the stuff you like, 'cause it isn't there.
Nobody teases you. When I'm at school, sometimes kids, especially this kid named Timmy, he pulls off my cap,
Yeah.
to see if I have any hair. Well, A lot of the kids at camp don't have any hair. And no one really cares anyway. Because everybody just wants to have fun.
What else do you like?
My best friend goes there. He lives pretty far away, so we only see each other at camp. That's him and me. His name's Jimmy Patterson. He knows all kinds of neat stuff.
It's like you guys caught a couple of big ones.
Oh, I wouldn't have caught nothing without Jimmy. His dad goes fishing with him a lot, so he knows about that stuff. Jimmy, he plays these real close tricks on the girls. You know, that's a lot of fun, too. I don't know. Just lots of fun.
Is there anything you don't like?
The only thing I didn't like about camp was when it was over. Camp's the way the whole rest of the world should be all the time. I mean, I hate it when people feel sorry for me. I just want to be ordinary, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, Jace, I know.
Look, I just think this thing's a waste of time, you know?
That's not what your family doctor thinks.
Come on, it's a football injury. I got tackled hard. I mean, big deal. That happens all the time.
All we want to do is run some tests. If there's nothing there, there's nothing there.
Yeah, well, I don't have what these kids have, you know?
Nobody said you did.
Then why do we have to have the tests here? It's not very pleasant being around these children. Can't we have these tests someplace else?
Your family doctor said he wanted a specialist to look at your son. This is where those specialists are. That's why the tests have to be done here. Now, this shouldn't take more than a few days. We have facilities for all of you over at the guest house. All we want to do is make sure your son is all right. And if there's a problem, that he gets the proper treatment.
Hey, I'm telling you, it's a real neat camp, Curtis. I mean, they got horses, they got fishing, boating, they got everything.
Oh, I couldn't go there.
Why not?
All the germs and stuff. That's why I'm in here. So the germs won't get me.
Well, from what I hear, the germs are no big deal anymore. You're getting to go home soon.
Yeah, but my mom will keep the germs away from me at home.
All right, what if your doctor and your mom and your dad said it was all right for you to go to camp? Would you want to go then?
I can't do that stuff. I'm sick. And I have to take my medications.
They've got doctors there to give the kids their medications. They take care of all that. And they have a good time, too.
Would you let my mom come?
Nope, no moms allowed. Just for kids like you. You gotta be a kid and you have to have cancer to get to go there.
Go where? I'm Curtis's mother.
Oh, hi, I'm Jonathan Smith. I was just telling your boy here about Camp Good Times and all the neat stuff they have there.
Don't you think you should have spoken to me first?
Well, actually, I came down to talk to both of them.
Well, the answer's no. Curtis can't go to any camp. Not even out of the laminar flow unit yet.
I understand he's about to go home.
Yes, home, Mr. Smith. Not off to some tent city in the wilderness.
Mrs. Johnson, I'm not talking about some tent city in the wilderness. I'm talking about a place where kids like Curtis can go and just be kids for a week and have fun.
Fun. It's not one of our big priorities right now, Mr. Smith. We just want to get into remission. Besides, he doesn't even want to go, do you, Curtis?
I think it would be scary.
Is that enough of an answer for you, Mr. Smith?
Mrs. Johnson, all kids are scared about going to camp the first time. That's got nothing to do with cancer.
Mr. Smith, everything in our lives has to do with cancer.
I just can't handle this one.
Why?
Why? I can't take looking at those kids knowing there's nothing I can do except stand around and feel sorry for them.
Oh, come on. They don't want you to feel sorry for them. They want to live. For a lot of those kids, that's going to be a long time, as long as anybody else.
What about the others?
They want to live, too, for however long that is. They want to live and laugh and have fun like other kids. If you'd have listened to him today, instead of feeling sorry for yourself, you would have heard him. Little guy tells me he wants to go to camp until he's big and then be a counselor so he can help other little kids. Another one wants to grow up to be a doctor so he can help fight cancer. And you got a chance to get involved with the greatest bunch of kids in the world. I mean, they're holding their hands out for you and you're running away from them.
Because I can't do anything for them.
You can be there for them. Just be there for them. Help them laugh. Help them have fun. Help them forget about having cancer for a while. And if you got the guts, you can be there for them when they need to cry, too.
I'll see you around.
Hey, mister! Could you get my plate of that tree, please? Something wrong, mister?
Nothing wrong.
It's okay to cry. You got a kid in there, huh?
No, I've got a kid in there. I feel sorry for the kids in there, that's all.
Oh, that's all. I thought you had a real problem.
No, you wouldn't understand, kid.
Oh, I wouldn't, huh? What do you think I'm doing? Entering a Telly Savalas look-alike contest? Now, could you fall apart after you get my plane down? Please? Thanks, mister. And tighten up, okay?
Yeah, kid. I will.
Jonathan?
Yeah, hi, how are you?
Okay. I'm Jason's mom.
Oh, hi, a pleasure.
You and he seem to hit it off pretty well.
Oh, yeah, he and his buddy Jimmy Patterson are going to teach me how to spit for accuracy at distance.
Jimmy Patterson is a total gross out. But Jason likes him. Idolizes him is more like it.
Hey, with a talent like that, what's not to idolize?
I wonder if I could ask you a favor.
Well, sure, you name it.
Jason has to have his spinal tap this afternoon, last test before camp. I have to go to work. Usually he doesn't make a fuss, but now he's saying he won't do it without his dad being there.
Yeah, he was telling me his dad's on tour.
Yeah. That's how the great Mickey Winner deals with Jason's cancer. Staying on the road. No, I don't want to lay all this on you. But, well, could you be with him when he has the spinal? I think just to have a man that he looks up to with him would help.
Sure, I'd be happy to. What time?
Round 2?
I'll be there.
Thank you so much.
It's my pleasure, believe me. You take care of yourself.
Okay.
All set, everything's loaded. Homeward bound.
Really appreciate you giving us a ride home like this, Jonathan.
Oh, it's no problem.
Can't understand that my car's usually so dependable.
Welcome home! Hey, Curtis! Welcome home, buddy.
Curtis, we got cake and ice cream for you. Oh, that's great.
No kissing. Dennis, don't kiss him. Bob, would you keep Dennis under control, please?
Why? Why shouldn't he kiss his own brother?
Because he just came out of living in a bubble for 4 months. He doesn't need to be overwhelmed with germs the minute he walks through the door.
Hey, my favorite kind of cake. Look at all that chocolate.
Honey, I know you really want some, but I just don't think chocolate's going to be the best thing for your tummy right now.
Aw, come on, just a little. I asked Dr. Cohn. He said...
Why do you make me the policeman all the time? Why are you always putting me in a position where you're offering all these neat things and I'm always the one that has to say no?
I asked the doctor, Sherry. Do you have a medical degree? He does.
And is Dr. Cohen going to be the one to sit up with him and clean up after him when he gets sick to his stomach? He is still on chemotherapy.
Can I go to my room, please?
Oh, of course, honey. You must be exhausted. Oh, Jonathan, I'm sorry.
Oh, no, it's okay. I'll take the bags to the room and get the rest of his things.
Thank you.
How's it feel to be home?
Okay, I guess.
Imagine having to be cooped up all that time. It'd be fun to get outside and play a little bit.
Oh, I don't think my mom will let me do that.
Get a stuffy in here. I'll open the window for you. Hey, Curtis. Come here a minute.
What?
Come here, I'll show you. Here, take a look. You got a little family living right outside your window.
Oh, look at them, Jonathan. Just look at them. When I went to the hospital, you know, I didn't think I'd ever get to see this kind of stuff again.
Hey, you're gonna get to see a lot of neat stuff in your life.
Yeah, you know, I've never even seen a baby bird in real life. Just on TV.
What's the window doing open?
Oh, Mom, there's some birds out there. Little baby ones.
Well, that's fine, but you don't need the window open to see them.
Oh, I opened the window, Mrs. Johnson.
Well, now you can close it. Please. We just got you home from the hospital, honey. I just don't want to take any chances. Do you understand?
Yeah.
You know, I know it's none of my business, but I really don't think a little fresh air would hurt him after being cooped up for so long.
You're right, Mr. Smith. It is none of your business.
I'll get the rest of his things. You know, Mrs. Johnson, he's not in the hospital.
I know that.
Then why are you still standing outside his room? Your son Jason's having a test today at the hospital at 2 o'clock. He'd feel a lot better if you could be there.
Let's go.
Camp! I get to go to camp!
Hey, take it easy. You're gonna have nothing left for camp.
Oh, yes, I will.
Hey, you sure you don't want us to give you a ride home?
Heck no. I feel like walking. See you guys later.
All right.
Hey, how's the big stars kid doing? Just fine, Timmy. Hey, Jason, we're going to get haircuts. You want to come? Hey, why don't you just leave me alone? I'm just trying to be friendly. Don't you need a haircut? Here, let's take a look. Leave me alone, Timmy. Give me my cap. What? Jason's mad.
Hey, you. Give the kid back his hat.
And what are you going to do if I don't?
How about if I tear the lips off that smart mouth of yours for openers?
Who wants a stupid cap anyway? Let's go. See what I mean about that guy? See what I mean?
How can one kid be so mean to another kid? Somebody got to teach that kid a let... Jonathan? Jonathan! Oof.
Later. My mom wants me to get a haircut, you know, but just take a little off the collar. I mean, don't touch the beauty, right?
Right. You're gonna love it.
Gary, your parents have asked me to explain the test results to you.
Just tell me if it's good or bad.
You have osteogenic sarcoma,
In English.
bone cancer.
Oh, my God.
Gary, we've caught it in time. Your chances for survival are excellent. I mean excellent. And catching it as early as we have, we just might be able to save the limb, too.
Save the limb. You mean you might have to cut off my leg?
I mean, there's a decent chance we won't have to. We're going to put you on chemotherapy for 8 weeks. Then we're going to take some more tests. And if you've responded, we'll be able to open the leg up, take out the diseased bone, and put in a prosthesis. And then we'll just sew you up and send you home.
And if I haven't responded?
Then we're going to save your life.
You mean cut off my leg?
If that's the only option left us, yes, your life is what counts.
What's wrong?
I knew it.
What? What did you know? He just coughed.
Curtis. Curtis, honey.
Sherry, he's asleep. Leave him alone.
Curtis. Curtis.
What's wrong, Mommy?
You were coughing, baby. Are you feeling okay?
I don't know. I guess so.
All right, sweetheart, get dressed. I'm going to take you back to the hospital.
Sherry, why the hell are you doing this? He was asleep. He just coughed. Look, let's just wait till in the morning, and if something's bothering him, then we can call the doctor.
I'm not going to wait till in the morning.
Mommy, I'm scared.
That's okay, baby. Mama's going to take you to the doctor.
Sherry, you're the one who scared him.
You don't have to go if you don't want to. But I'm not taking any chances with my son.
All right. All right, I'll go get the car.
It's 2 o'clock in the morning, and time for the Night Owl Theater.
How you doing?
Hey.
2 o'clock in the morning. I didn't realize I'd been at it that long. My name's Jonathan Smith. You're Gary Duncan, right?
How'd you know my name?
It's on my list. I was supposed to talk to you tomorrow before you went home. Looks like tomorrow's already here.
What are you, a guidance counselor or
No,
something?
no, no. From Camp Good Times.
Forget it. I already heard the pitch from the doctor. I'm not interested.
It's quite a place.
Hey, I got cancer, okay? My hair's gonna fall out from this stinking chemotherapy. They might have to cut off my leg. So I'm not what you want to call a real fun guy right now. Why don't you just leave me alone?
Look, Gary, I know what you're going through.
You do? Do you have cancer? I ask you a question. Do you have cancer?
What is it, Boo? Taking your part to the intrusion is a bit...
No, son, I don't.
Last night?
Then you don't know how I
Don't
feel.
worry about me. Yes, but you had only a cup of tea for breakfast.
I came in here because I couldn't take care of my mom crying next to me all night. I don't want to think about it. I don't want to talk about it. I just want to be left alone.
Okay. Just remember, there's a place where you can go and be with a bunch of kids that know exactly what you're going through. Because they're going through it too.
Macaroni. I hate macaroni.
Well, it's the only thing I had in the house that was bland. I'll do some shopping today and we'll get something else. They said the blander the better with chemotherapy.
Can I have something to drink, please?
They said you should avoid drinking with meals, Gary.
I don't know what difference it makes. They're gonna cut my leg off anyway. I'll get it. Hello? Oh, hi, Kathy. Huh? No, I wasn't avoiding you or anything. I was just feeling kind of sick, that's all. No, I'm great now. Yeah, from football. A hamstring, you know. No, I don't want to see anybody right now. I'm not lying. Yeah. Yeah, I'm still here. Look, forget what I said. I do want to see you.
So that's the deal, Jason. You see this kid Curtis, he's pretty scared right now.
Of what?
Of everything. He's the kind of kid that really needs to go to camp. He's scared of that, too.
Aw, everybody's scared the first time, but then it's fun. I was scared the first time, until me and Jimmy Patterson stuffed spaghetti down a girl counselor's back. We told her it was worms.
Right. Now, that's the kind of thing he's got to hear. Not so much about the spaghetti, you know, but that everybody's scared.
Right. So we thought if maybe we just had a little talk with him.
I could get him unscared.
You got it.
Okay, I'll give it a try. This is my best friend, Jimmy. We go fishing all the time. And look at this. Look at this bass we caught. They're good to eat. And look at this tackle box. It's got all kinds of neat stuff you can go fishing with.
Well, what do you think?
Jason's really in there pitching, I'll say that for him.
That's my boy.
I've never even been fishing. It's easy. Me and Jimmy will show you how. The hard part is getting the worm on the hook without him pooping on you. And Jimmy showed me how to do that. And we have weenie rows and horses and canoes and ghost stories. It's just the neatest place in the whole world. Weren't you scared, though? Sure I was. I mean, camp was the first place I ever slept away from home. Except the hospital. But you know what? What? You don't feel bad up there. What do you mean? Well, I mean, I don't know why I got sick. I used to think I did something bad, and that's why God punished me. And my mom would get all sad all the time, you know. Yeah, my mom's like that. But my dad's pretty good, though. How about yours? My dad? Well, he's a real famous musician. And he's on the road a lot, too. But he worries about me, too. So, you know what else I like about camp? It helps me forget about being sick. And it helps me forget about my mom and dad for a while. I mean, I don't have to worry about them while I'm up there. I'm having fun. That's why I know God isn't punishing me. Because I'm having fun. It sure sounds great. It is great. I bet if you came up to camp we'd be in the same bunkhouse. You think so? Sure. And Mark, he's gonna be our bunk counselor. He's a funny guy. I kinda wish I could go. Then why don't you? 'Cause my mom. She'll never let me go. Hey, Curtis, parents are a piece of cake. All you gotta do is nag. You can make them do anything.
Hey, Curtis, your mom's coming. Jason, let's go.
Hey, Curtis, remember what I said. Nag.
Will you ever get the feeling that you're just completely alone? That nobody understands anything of what you're going through?
Sure, all the time. My mom says that's how all teenagers feel. You know, like it's no big deal.
Yeah, no big deal.
Come on, listen, I know you're feeling down right now because you're not able to play football. But just think, summer is almost here. We are finally old enough to drive. Come on, this is so neat. My dad is buying me a car. This is gonna be the neatest summer of our lives. Come on. This is our first night together in a long time.
What's wrong?
Gary, your hair.
Oh my God.
Gary! Gary!
You had no right sending that little boy over to fill Curtis up with all those ideas about camp. How could you be so cruel? Building him up for something he can't even do.
Dr. Cohen thinks it'd be the best thing in the world for him.
I'll decide what's the best thing for my son. Not Dr. Cohen, and certainly not you. I am just trying to get him to a place where he can come home for a while and stay out of the hospital.
Is that really true, Mrs. Johnson?
How dare you ask me something like that?
Because I think you're more comfortable when your son is in the hospital. I think you're less afraid, and it's perfectly understandable.
Don't you patronize me or tell me what's understandable. You can't understand a thing of what it's like having a child you know might die.
He's a child that just might live. He wants to live. He wants to be a normal little kid.
Don't you think I want that for him, too? Don't you think I wish I could give him that?
Well, you can, but not this way. Sherry, you're still living in the damn bubble. You're like an emotional laminar flow unit. Look, I know it's scary to come out, but if you don't, he's never gonna have a chance to be a kid.
And what if I let him go? Who's going to be there if he
There are
gets sick?
doctors there. I mean, if the slightest problem came up, you'd be the first one they'd call.
I don't know.
Look, this isn't just a chance for him to be a little kid. It's a chance for you to be a woman who doesn't have to worry about her child's cancer for a week. It's a chance for Curtis not to worry about you for a week. Oh, yeah, he worries about you. He worries that he makes you and your husband so sad that you fight all the time. Now, that's one hell of a load for a kid to carry.
You're the one who told him to nag?
No, not me. That was Jason. Advice from one kid to another.
Whew. Smart kid. That's all he's been doing all day long. Camp this, camp that. So he can stuff spaghetti down some counselor's bra and tell ghost stories.
What does he usually talk about, Sherry?
His treatments, chemo, his spinal tap. I see what you mean. It's just so hard.
I know. But you gotta stop being scared. Hey, none of us know what's gonna happen tomorrow. What's important is how we live today.
Okay. I'll go tell Curtis he can go. not sure I like the idea of him stuffing spaghetti down a counselor's bra, though.
Hi there.
Hi. Oh, you're Cindy, right? The nurse from the laminar flow unit.
Not this week. This week I'm Cindy the counselor.
Don't you ever take a vacation?
Yeah, this is it.
You're kidding. You get one vacation a year and you're going to spend it at a camp?
Now, what's so strange about that?
I don't know. Just would have thought the last place you'd want to spend your vacation is around kids with cancer. Or maybe you'd want to get away from it for a while.
Look, Mark, the only time I get to see these kids all year long is when they're getting chemo or spinal taps or radiation or blood tests. The only time I get to see them is when they're sick and I'm causing them some kind of pain. Now, up at camp, I get to see them run and play and laugh and have a good time. I'm not even going to be the camp nurse this time. Let somebody else give them the blood test. I'm just one of the girls. I'll see you on the bus.
You're sure you want to go?
Yeah, I'm sure.
We're gonna miss you, Gary.
Right. Well, I better get on the bus. Bye, Mom.
Yeah, how's this for service, darling? Carry right to your seat.
I told you I'd be well enough to come, Mr. Smith.
Hey, I never doubted it for a minute.
Bye-bye.
Have a great time, babe.
Listen, you write us a letter, okay?
Don't worry, I will. You think maybe Dad could come up for Parents' Day?
I don't know, kiddo. I'll work on him.
So don't count on it, huh?
No, don't count on it. Hey, but I'll be there. What am I, chopped liver?
Hey, Jason! Jimmy! Hey, Jason! Look what I got here! Live one! Big, fat, juicy, live one! What a guy! See you, Mom. Boy, I sure wish I was getting to go to camp. You gotta have cancer to get in on the fun.
How are you feeling, baby?
I'm a little scared.
Well, first time camp, you're supposed to, right?
Right.
Getting to be quite a big boy, you know.
Yeah, I guess so.
Hey, you just go and have the best time a kid ever had, okay?
Okay, Dad.
That goes for me, too.
All right, Curtis, all aboard!
Mommy,
Yeah, baby?
thank you.
All right, you kids ready for camp?